So in our previous video, we learned how to slice a file in Bambu Slicer and send it to our printer. Now, it's a little boring, right? Even with the improvements made by enabling ironing on the top, it's not the keychain doesn't pop. What makes things pop is for them to be colorful and vibrant. So today, we are going to take a look at how to do multicolor printing using an AMS unit with any of the Bambu line of printers. But let's go ahead and assume you, like me, just spent a good chunk of money on a Bambu P1S and you have your AMS set up and you're ready to go and you want to print your first multicolor print. Open Bambu Studio. As soon as everything pops in, go ahead and click Prepare. And we should have everything listed on the left side, our currently loaded colors of filaments. And let's get our keychain on that build plate. Boom. Now, previously I've printed them all in red. So as you can see, I can click on this here, and whatever numbers you have over here on the side of the screen, if you press that number, it changes the currently selected object to be that color. So I want to make this red. So we've got this keychain here, it's red, got it going on, and we're gonna go up here to color painting, or you can press the keyboard shortcut, the letter N. I don't know why N is paint, but it works. By default, it's going to pop up, and you're going to notice if you click to drag that you're kind of just coloring all over it, which looks cool in your slicer, but it's going to be a lot of filament swaps, which is going to result in a lot of purging. Even if you took the time to sort of carefully go along this top surface and do it, you're still not going to get what you want. What we want to do to reduce the number of purges and increase the overall quality of the print is do our painting with the height range tool. So we're going to select a color different than our base color. Our base is red. We're going to select white. So I'm going to have white text popping off of that red background. And I'm going to click with the left mouse button and drag to rotate my camera. And I'm going to scroll with the middle mouse wheel to zoom. Then click with the middle mouse wheel and drag to rotate this. I want to get as close as I can, but not insanely close. And we want to click, if you try to click, so I know my thing is 3 high, but if I click exactly on 3, it paints the top surface too. So we want to go a little bit higher than that. 3.01 still does it. I've found the sweet spot to be 0.03 millimeters above what you are trying to paint it at. So if you're trying to start at everything beyond 3 millimeters, if you click at 3.03, it's not going to highlight everything beneath it as well. But that's not right. This whole top part needs to be white, not just a little stripe. Well, you could sit here and click and click and click and click and go all the way up, or you can change the height range. You can click and drag on this, or you can hold the control key on your keyboard and scroll up with the mouse wheel to move up in increments of 0.2 at a time. So we can just go up to a number that's greater than the value from the floor to the ceiling, click at 3.03, bada bing, bada boom. So now what happens when we click slice plate is that you can see it's only going to do 2 filament changes. And it's going to do 2 because when it gets here, actually, I don't know why it's going to do 2. It should only be doing 1 because it's going to start red and then go to white. I'm not sure why it has 2 unless I made a mistake when I was painting crazily early on. I think in this layer, yeah, I don't know why it's doing that actually. I'm not sure what its reasoning is for that. So there you have it. We've got the same exact bead, the same exact design, but now it's in 2 colors, so it's going to really pop. Go ahead and you can print that out and you'll get the end result of what I'm showing on the screen now. It's our keychain with the text actually standing off and popping a lot more. That's all you need to do multicolor printing, but what if we were doing something a little bit more complicated with a little bit more color on it? Say we want to do one like this, and then we're going to clone it, and we're going to do another one that has black text instead of white text. Let's do the same process. We select our new color. Our height range tool is still selected, and we're going to go to 3.03 or so and click, and boom, now it's like that. So here we run into an issue. Our first issue with this. One, if I click slice plate, you'll notice the filament changes, jumps right here to 20. So what's the reason for that? Well, we are currently set to print each layer at a time. So instead of doing one keychain completely and then moving on to the next keychain, it's going to do all the red, and then when it gets to those top two layers, it's going to have to swap back and forth every single layer between white and black and purge out each time. It's going to cost us a lot of extra time and a lot of extra materials. So what we want to do is change it to change the print sequence to be by object. So it's going to print one object at a time. This will allow you to print objects using the same color sets without having to, do several separate prints or swap back and forth and purge a bunch of waste material each time. But it's throwing an error down here. So it says that that STL is too close to others and collisions may be caused. And if you go back to the prepare screen, you'll see this giant blue circle around here. So why do we have this? Well, this blue circle represents all the space that the tool head is going to need to move around while printing. So that tool head needs a little bit of extra buffer room, because if you think about it, if this first keychain here that's red and white is completely printed and this is sitting right next to it and we come in and start printing, there's going to be a collision. That print head is going to slam into our print that's currently on the build plate. So this blue square is a little bit of a buffer zone that separates the two. Now, when you print by object, well, let me show you what this is. So now we go over here. We've shaved off about 30 minutes of print time. Previously it was an hour and 18, now it's only 40 minutes. And we've also shaved our cost down significantly. This is 25 cents versus I think it said 49 cents before because of all that purging. And it's also only for filament changes. You're going to get a lot less waste, and you're still going to have a high quality result. You're still going to be able to optimize your printing process and print multiple different colors at a time. I believe that covers everything in multicolor printing, as well as a little tip to help optimize what you can get on one build plate. If you guys would like, I can show you a really packed build plate that we use in our production, where we mix sometimes up to 5 or 6 different bead designs on the same build plate, as long as they're using the same color scheme. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to check out any of the high quality filaments or materials that we use in our printing manufacturing process for our business, the links are in the description below. You can also find links to some of my other tutorials, as well as our website, boomperler.com, where we sell high quality pop culture focal beads for ravers and fans of Disney or Universal theme parks. We've got some Disney bounding beads in there as well. So drop on by, check us out. In the future, I may do exclusive promo codes just for people who watch all the way till the end. But for now, just hit the like button. Let me know you're here. Comment down below if this video helped you, and you can also drop a comment about what you need me to teach you next. Thank you for watching. Peace.